Hey guys, it's Alex Garmer. Welcome back to my channel. If you've not been here before, well, I'm going to introduce myself in this video. So, my name is Alex and I've been drawing for quite a few years now. I decided to start a YouTube because I wanted to show my art on a new platform. I've shown it on Tumblr and I've shown it on DeviantArt before, and I've just stopped using them over time, so I decided that I wanted to show my art in a different manner and a different website. So I decided to start showing it on YouTube. This is partly because I wanted to learn more things. I wanted to learn how to edit, and I wanted to have a reason to animate whilst also showing my process of it at the same time. So today I'm drawing myself. I'm doing a Meet the Artist tag, which came from old DeviantArt days, where it wasn't really easy to find out who was behind the art, so you started drawing yourself. And I've done it once or twice, and I'll put an example up on the screen, but they're very outdated. So since I've started a new YouTube and I've remade my Instagram, I thought I'd introduce myself. I am an illustration student living in England, and yeah, as I said, I wanted to create YouTube videos. I wanted to learn how to edit. I wanted to create the same content as I really enjoy watching. So I was like, screw it, why not? I also thought that maybe when I go back to uni after summer, I might be able to use this as a way to annotate my work instead of wasting as much paper, because obviously as an art student I use a lot of paper by making sketchbooks. But then on top of that, we have to annotate every single piece that we sketch, and it becomes quite pricey, and it becomes quite just inefficient. So yeah, I want to tell you the story time of how I got into art. So I started drawing very shitty art for my friends, and I say drawing very lightly because I basically used to trace. I used to watch Family Guy all the time, and I remember coming into the library and showing all my friends the drawings that I had traced from Family Guy, but edited the features so they looked more like my friends. In hindsight, they looked absolutely nothing like my friends, apart from having like the same hair colour and the same eye colour, which is a bit ridiculous. But this is not good. This is very bad. You shouldn't trace, and you should definitely not show it to other people and say that you created it. So then I found DeviantArt and started drawing there. Back then I was actually pursuing a career as becoming a chef. I really wanted to bake. I was doing catering in high school, and I was applying for colleges that had catering courses. But then one day this stupid bitch told me that I couldn't draw. She told me that I was shit at drawing, so I was like, you know what, f*** you. And I decided to derail my entire career path and start drawing. So hey, I went to college and the teachers hated me. They wouldn't let me apply to study abroad, which I am extremely bitter about, although I could have maybe got a scholarship, but they wouldn't even allow me to try. So yeah, not happy. I was at college doing 5 different art subjects. It's called a BTEC. It's not really that impressive, but I did graphics, I did fine art, photography, 3D design, and textiles. And I decided that I wanted to do illustration or animation or graphic design. So I actually applied to 5 different unis within England for 5 different courses. And my family didn't want me to go to one of the universities, so naturally I went to that university. I started Tumblr back in these days, and I was an annoying noob. I would message every single artist that I knew, everyone that I could find, and I would try and make friends with them, although I was like 16 and they were like 20 odd. I one day got 20,000 notes, and I woke up and I was like, oh my god, I've made it. But it turns out that no, that isn't what makes you. I started on Instagram, but I found out that my Instagram was quite messy, as I had photos of my life and I had photos of my art, and I created a new Instagram dedicated to art, which I kind of regret, but life's life's about making mistakes and learning from those mistakes. Screw it. I got into my uni of choice. I am now studying at that uni for art, for illustration, and I despise it. I'm paying a lot of money per year to do absolute shit. If any of my teachers are listening, I'm sorry. My teachers don't like me, and I honestly don't turn up that often. I turn up for the classes I like, but my boyfriend lives across the country. He actually does physically live in a different country, as he lives in Wales and I live in England. But I've been in a long distance relationship before and I don't really like them, so as much as I can, I try to be with my boyfriend. If any of my teachers are listening again, that is not the reason why I didn't turn up to uni for the past 5 months. Please don't kick me out. But you know what's messed up? The fact that we pay so much money per year for uni, for schools, for colleges, and yet you're not allowed to not go in. Like, we're paying those teachers and we're not allowed to do something. Like, where is the logic in that? Like, I'm still doing my work, I'm just doing it from home. I'm still listening to the lectures that you're making and making the essays for those lectures. So why am I getting told off for not being there? I don't know that. I'm paying money and I don't know why. But yeah, so now I'm here. I'm depressed. I'm anxious. But yeah, I started a YouTube, so that's a thing. So on screen, you may see I've drawn a gentleman. This gentleman is me, Alex Courtman, or as my friends would say, Alex Courtman. My accent is pretty thick, and when I went to uni it was even more thick. You know, my friends are Southerners and I'm a Northerner, and my accent is very different, and they find much enjoyment of taking the piss out of me. So yeah, I am now drawing my iconic t-shirt, the Bananas app. My dad went on a holiday with his girlfriend and ended up bringing this top home as a practical joke, and I didn't really find it funny. I found it more amazing because the top is absolutely gorgeous. It's amazing. And I took my boyfriend to Rome for his birthday, and I was at the Trevi Fountain wearing this top, and this woman came over to me, this group of girls, well, these girls came over to us, and they were like, "Please can we have a photo?" And I was like, of course, like trying to take their phones off them. And they were like, no, of you, banana boy. And I was like, okay. So they took a photo hugging me. It was very awkward. I'm pretty sure there was a hen's party, like the last party before you get married. So yeah, I wear this shirt a lot. It's very lightweight, so it's very good for warm weather. So yeah, I decided to show me wearing it. I have chunky shoes and I have flared trousers because why not? Also, I drew my tattoo, my wilk, my wolf, who is made by an amazing Polish tattoo artist. And I'll link her Instagram down below because she's absolutely amazing and she deserves more credit. So with this piece, I had to keep it more realistic than usual because I was drawing myself, but I decided to go for a different style of shading. I'm using my time on YouTube to actually experiment and try to find out what I actually want to find in my art and what I want to get out of art. So I want to experiment as much as possible and not be as strict as I have been doing within my style. So I play around with shading, I play around with lighting. I actually really love the outcome of this. But I do find realistic art very challenging, as I have to put a lot more effort in. As you want to catch your likeness, but you don't want to make yourself too ugly or too fantasy-like. I wanted my self-persona to actually resemble me at the end of the day. I didn't want it to resemble what I wanted to look like, or all of my flaws encapsulated into one being. So I tried to get the likeness as close as possible. I actually did some real life studies of myself. I always find it really difficult to draw people that I actually know, especially friends, because I always find it so difficult. Like, you want to show their flaws and like exaggerate them to a point, but you don't want to make them unattractive. You want to make them look like themselves and look the best version of themselves, but also you don't know what they love about themselves or hate about themselves, so you don't want to exaggerate something that they don't want to exaggerate, but you don't want to hide something that they don't want hidden. So I always find drawing realistic people, like actual real life people, quite difficult. But I think I did a good job here, and I'm trying to get better at that because a lot of my like commissions are of real life people and the people that I know, so yeah. So now I'm drawing my backpack, because later on I'm going to draw what's inside my backpack, because that's the thing that people do. But yeah, I decided to do this entire video very yellow, because yellow is my favourite colour, and it just makes me extremely happy to look at, and I've started getting really into the colour orange. So yeah, I'm going to start talking about my likes and dislikes, which I put on later. But if I talk about them then it's going to be too late and I'm going to be rushing, so I may as well talk about them now. So I started off with my likes. I put Cam, which is extremely cringy, which is my boyfriend. I put animals, as I'm a vegetarian. I put broccoli, because broccoli is honestly my favourite food, and it's actually weirdly the reason why me and my boyfriend are actually boyfriends. I put sunny and warm weather, because I hate the cold. Like, having grey sky is just the most depressing thing ever. I love mythology, and by extent I love games based on mythology, so I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey recently, and oh my god, it was absolutely gorgeous. And other games, I love Tomb Raider, I love character design. I love character designs when it is based on mythology or based on Cassandra. Oh my god, amazing. I said that I love making homophobes uncomfortable, because a lot of homophobic people are always trying to make me feel uncomfortable about myself, so I was like, you know what, screw you. I want to start making you feel uncomfortable. So that's exactly what I started doing. And it's actually pretty fun. So if you're queer, try it out. I don't like shitty people, and as an extension of that, I hate people with bigger egos, or people with small man syndrome, people who have to make themselves feel big by making other people feel smaller. I think that's just pathetic. I hate clothing being associated to genders, and gender roles being a thing. I think people should be able to play with whatever they want and wear whatever they want and like whatever they want. I think it's barbaric that people have to stick to specific social corrections. I hate snapping, which is a very controversial topic. Everyone loves snapping, but for some reason I just can't do it. I would love to be able to nap, but every time I do manage to nap, and it's after like 7 hours of trying to fall asleep, I just feel so disgusting, and I can't do it. I can't make it work. I hate being ignored. My boyfriend loves to just text all the fucking time and not reply to me. It's really fun. Well fun. I don't like the meat and dairy industry. As I said, I'm a vegetarian. I'm not one to tell people what they should and shouldn't do, so I'm not gonna be that type of person. I did become a vegetarian for health benefits, but each to their own. I think everyone should cut down on meat and dairy 100%, but I'm not gonna tell you what you can and can't do. despise the deep depth of the ocean. The ocean is the scariest thing to me. Like, spiders, fine. Snakes, fine. I just hate the ocean and the sea creatures that are in it. I did a few things with what's in my bag. I did my inhaler, wallet, which is always empty, earphones, always tangled, my pencil case, lip balm, sketchbook, a lot of sets of keys, everything. Also, I made this font myself, so if you see there's some letters that I don't actually work and some other keyboard options that don't work that I have to draw in later by myself, because when I was originally making this font I was writing in Polish, so I only did the Polish keyboard and not the English keyboard. So yeah, that's very annoying. But oh well. I also wrote on the page my sexuality. I've had a lot of issues with my sexuality in the past. Like, I am queer, I've got a boyfriend, and I identified for quite a few years as asexual, and now I've come to terms with maybe being bisexual, but I just have a lot of confusion around the subject. So yeah, I identify as queer because I think there's a lot of coverage in the media that says that you should know your sexuality, and gay people and bi people and all the LGBT people, they know the sexuality at birth, but I never felt that way. But yeah, this is a big introduction to myself. I hope you like my videos, and if you do, please, it would mean the absolute most for your support, for you to like my videos, to comment down below, to subscribe, and yeah, thank you so much for watching these videos, and I really hope you like them. If you want to follow me on Instagram, where you can find all my final pieces, then my Instagram is Copman Illustration. It's COPMAN Illustration. But I'll put it down below. Have an absolutely amazing day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!